We are live. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to day 67 of Vibe Coding and App Until I'm Making $1 million. Today is going to be a great day, and I've already had a great morning. I've been grinding all morning. I've been up since 5 a.m. working, and the grind doesn't stop, guys. We're probably gonna have a 4.5-hour stream today. And as you guys know, today is the start of the BridgeMind Hackathon. So we already have bugs coming in. I just want to show you guys a little bit about how this works. So in the bug report, all the bugs that you guys are reporting are coming back to me on the back end, and we're going to be reviewing this. But I just want to show this to you guys. This is essentially how it works, is that our team of moderators has set up webhooks and a Google form. I'm going to paste it in chat here in a second so that you guys can actually post bugs. Here's what I'm looking at here. Check this out. So we have ViewCreator up on the left here, and we have the Discord channel up on the right here. And how this works is, I'm going to show it to you in a second. Let me find it, but I actually have to get the stream started here. But guys, you can look at the daily goals here. We have a ton of goals up today. I've already been working for several hours. You guys saw the video that went live just before I went live. It was, I don't even know what the name of it was. I think it was how to vibe code a Next.js project and deploy it to Vercel, because as you guys know, we're working on Vibe Academy, and Vibe Academy is a video series, so every day I'm going to be working on Vibe Academy as a video series, and I just published that video. Also, I shipped BridgeMind.ai this morning, so right now there's only one prompt in it, and it's free, and mainly I want to keep this free, just so we can build up like a really good vibe coding prompt library, but I was able to use this prompt here, and just by pasting in this prompt, all you have to do is click copy prompt, and then give your Next.js project a name, and then everything else takes care of itself. But let me do a couple things on my end to actually get the stream up and running, and then we'll get started. I'll check out chat. I haven't looked at chat yet, but welcome in, everybody. Today's going to be a great day. As usual, we're making progress today, and if you're making progress every day, you don't have to worry about really anything else. I mean, if you're making progress, everything else is going to take care of itself, okay? J35, what's up? J35 was first. What's good? J35, good to see you, man. The Awaken, what's up? Jesse, what's up? Linux, what's up? Thanks, guys, for popping out and being first. Appreciate it. Let me drop the link in the chat now here so everybody knows that we're live. And we're going to get started. All right. Let's go. All right. So let's kind of just like take a step back and talk a little bit about the goals today and what we're looking to set out and accomplish. Welcome in, guys. So let's look at this here. Sunny Gabriel, how's it going? All right, give me 1 second. I need to pull up something on my end, and then we'll be good. Okay, so first of all, check out the room. Room's looking good. We got a nice candle going. It smells good in here. But yeah, so let's check out the goals, okay? So today's goals, we have to get our 5 Hootsuite shorts for BridgeMind. But then, guys, we also have to post a ViewCreator video. And I've already created this. We just need to post it on YouTube, and then we're going to be able to splice that down into shorts. And we also have to deploy 5 Hootsuite shorts there as well. So that's another requirement and a goal that we have set today. Jesse said, for me, this is a late night stream. Can't be here for a long time. But yeah, well, I appreciate it, Jesse. Ticket Cord, what's good? Or Tony, what's up? How's it going? Welcome in, guys. So we have a ton of bugs coming in that we're going to be solving. But again, just to go back, so we do have on our list today, solve 20 bugs in ViewCreator. So we're going to be taking in the bug reports that we get from you guys, and the goal is to solve 20 of them today, okay? So we're going to do 20 bugs today. Also, something that's really important is the YouTube API. As you guys know, if you guys have been using ViewCreator, inside the YouTube API, we have to do a couple things to make sure that users can actually post from ViewCreator to YouTube, and so that we have an API integration between ViewCreator and YouTube. Very important, okay? We have to move forward on that. Also, finishing the meta API configuration. That's also incredibly important. AJ on X, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for liking the stream on X. Shout out to AJ. Okay, so we're gonna also do that. So we've got a ton of stuff going on. We're gonna make a ton of progress today. And yeah, I mean, right here, you guys can see it. Make progress every day. That's the main mission. And if you can make progress every day, then everything else is going to solve itself. So let's go back to Central, and I'm going to take a seat here because I've been going crazy this morning, guys. I've been going hard. You guys can see the desk as it moves down here. But let's just kind of get started. Let's take a seat and lock in. The first thing that we need to do is I want to take a look at some important bugs that were reported today. No, Jesse, that's a work in progress. So we're going to have to take a look at this. Let me pull something up on this computer. But guys, we're going to have a longer stream today. We're going to be going for about 4.5 hours today. So if you guys are just tuning in, it's going to be a grind day, that's for sure. So we got plenty of time. Yeah, J35. Yeah, this is the new look. This is the new look. We're going to be doing push-ups today. We're going to be grinding. Okay, so let me pull this up here. All right, perfect. All right, let's go back to Central, and let's get to work, okay? So here's BridgeMind. I was working on that, but right now our full focus is going to be on ViewCreator, okay? So there were a couple bugs reported, and people were talking about a couple different things in the application. One of them being the logic that we were talking about yesterday, which was, should we make it so that for the free plan, our user is going to have to put in their credit card, right? So we have these plans, right? And here are the plans. So we have the free plan, the pro plan, and the ultra plan. And, you know, we had to decide yesterday, hey, do we want to make it so that, you know, the free plan is free, right? But do we want to require a, you know, a credit card? Yeah, Jesse said we cook in here. That's what we do. Yep. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure that you like and subscribe. That really helps support the mission here, so I appreciate it. But let's get some terminals running, okay? And I want to use, because we're going to be using so much today, we're going to use a lot of Codex today, okay? We're going to end up using a ton of Codex. So I've got a couple of Academy stuff still pulled up, but I want to terminate all these, and we're going to focus strictly on ViewCreator here, okay? Like I said, behind me, you can see a goal is we are going to solve 20 bugs in ViewCreator, okay? So we're going to take in the reports that we're seeing from the hackathon, and we're going to be able to compress these reports, and based on the reports, we're going to be able to solve all the bugs, okay? So with that being said, let's pull up and build essentially a dashboard of Codex agents that are going to be able to help us do this. Okay, let's do 9. Okay, so we're going to do 9 here, okay? We're going to do 9. Okay, so XLI. Oh yeah, XLI. Yeah. So for those of you guys that that missed out, so we had a project sharing in the Discord yesterday, and people really liked it. I think we had, what was it? It was maybe 7 or 8 people that were able to get up on stage and share their projects, and it was really cool to see what some of you guys are working on. It just really shows me that, you know, the people in this community are brilliant, and the community that we're building is a community that, like, this is no joke. Like, we have people in here that are legit, okay? And it's just pretty cool to see that. So I'm going to drop a link to the Discord. Yeah, J35, I'll also pin the one that you did. Thank you. Or I just sent one, so I'll just pin the one from the BridgeMind official. But yeah, I appreciate it. So that was a really big win, and it was really cool to see and talk to you guys. Oh, Sonny Gabriel. Okay, so Sonny Gabriel's, yeah. So Sonny Gabriel in the chat, he has the project that he was demoing, and he's essentially building a marketplace for freelancers where he's starting out on Discord, where he has a Discord setup where you can literally create, like, you do applications, so you apply. So let's say you're a new freelancer, right, that wants to sell. Let's say that you are a freelancer that does, like, vibe coding services. Let's just use that as an example. You come on and you're able to essentially apply in this Discord, and then after you actually get approved, you're then able to create listings and stuff inside the Discord. And his goal is that he ultimately wants to transition this so that it's, you know, an actual web application and stuff. So, and he said that he just started 3 months ago. So shout out to Sonny Gabriel in the chat, because that's pretty cool, man. Keep going. But yeah, then there was a ton of other people that presented well. I don't know if anybody is in chat, but it was pretty cool to see what you guys are working on. I really liked it. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so we have our Codex agents launched, and let's just get started. So first thing that we need to do is I want to just have one terminal. I'm going to use it. It's going to be this one down here in the left. It's kind of like covered here, but I'm going to use this as the main hub for actually getting this stuff up. But if you guys are just tuning in, make sure that you like the stream, subscribe, because like I said, we're going to be going for 4.5 hours today on stream. We're going to be locked in today, so I hope that you guys are working on your own projects and making progress, and that we can all move forward together, because that's what it's all about. So let's see here. Just another day to make progress, right? I think I'm going to have to launch this in, I'm going to have to restart the API. But let me get all this running, and then we'll get started on development. But we need to take a look at some of these bugs that people are finding. Maxology said, Sonny Gabriel loved the idea. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I have to pull up the Postgres and pull up my database connection to make sure that this is running so we can start developing locally. But there are plenty of bugs for us to patch, so we've got plenty of work to do here. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, these are all good. And it looks like we're about to have everything running as needed. So let's go over to localhost, get this launched. Yeah, this is the push-up scene. This is the push-up scene. Okay, yeah, so J35 said, can you give everyone an overview of the hackathon workflow just in case? Yes. So let me pull this up. So in the Discord, we have our hackathon, okay? Let me get the, where's the, we're going to have to link the, where is it? Here it is. Okay, so it's this form right here. So I'm going to pin this in general, okay? And then do we have a hackathon chat that are just in, submit this here. So we have the this link that I just sent in general. This is the link that you guys can use to submit your bugs, okay? So J35 set this up, and how it works is you have your Discord username, and the Discord username is important because whatever Discord username you use to sign up on the website, so if you went to, there's also a link in the description below if you guys want to sign up, because this is going to be going all week long, guys. So let's go here. And the BridgeMind Hackathon, you just enter your Discord username. Let's go to the leaderboard. So here are all the people that are actually in it. It looks like now there are 56 people. So 56, and so make sure you enter your Discord username. You have to submit a screenshot of the bug, and then you have to do a description of the bug, a URL of the bug, and then for bonus points, you can do an AI prompt to fix the bug. So if you found the bug, most bugs are going to be worth 1 point, but if you want to get bonus points for the bug, make sure that you include an AI prompt explaining what the bug is and how to fix it. That'll get you bonus points. Maxology said might save you $200. It's basically a proxy for CC Pro and lets you use Droid without a subscription for Droid and use your Claude Code. Oh wow, that's cool. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna X out of this, and we're gonna go here. Thank you, Linux. Okay, so if you guys haven't already joined the Discord, make sure you do so. But let's see. Okay, so okay, I need to kill the task running on port 3001. All right, so let's just get started. And we do have to make some marketing stuff today, but we're gonna worry about that a little bit. We're gonna do bug finding for about an hour. But guys, like one thing in chat, I don't feel like standing. I don't feel like sitting anymore. Now that we have now that we have, the option to stand at the standing desk. I mean, why would you not use the standing desk, right? I mean, it's kind of. I mean, if you're gonna have a standing desk and not actually stand, I mean, what are you doing, right? Okay, so yes, proceed. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So let's start looking over some bugs here. Okay, so let's go to bug report, and these are the bug reports coming in, okay? So the first one is from Code with Abdul, and he says, when attempting to connect to YouTube, the app displays a Google error page stating the OAuth client was not found. Yes, so this actually, I knew about this one, and when we deployed, I just didn't worry about it because I was deploying last night. So I did deploy to production last night, so we do have a little bit more bugs in the system in general because I added a bunch of functionality that hasn't really been tested, so it really is going to be free range. So that is good. He is right. So let's check out his screenshot. And yep, so all right. update the, so the reason that we're getting this 400 error as well is because it's not because the configuration is wrong, it's because we haven't actually been approved. So, you know, here, I'll change the camera so you guys can see this a little bit better. But if we look at our daily goals, on the daily goals here, the Learn YouTube API, what we need to learn is we need to learn what we need to do to actually get approved so that this can go to production. Because right now, for this YouTube API, I can test it locally. It works locally, but it actually needs to be approved. So this needs to be approved. It needs approval. So we're gonna have to get approval for the YouTube API, but for now, you know, let's just hide it until it's actually ready. So let's go over here, and we can do that based on the node environment. So I want, okay, review this bug that was found. I want to hide, oh wait, hold on, not even hide. I want to not allow users to connect to YouTube if the node environment is set to production. If it's set to development, then they can use it because it does work in development, but this feature is not yet live. So if node development is equal to production, please do not allow users to click on it and tell them, have a message that it's coming soon. And then, yeah, so the URL, so this actually was not, so one thing for Code with Abdul, so the URL wasn't quite correct. You'll still get a point for this, but the URL that you gave was not quite correct because we need a URL to the actual page where that's happening. I mean, I guess technically, into your defense, that is the URL where you're getting that error, but okay, so the API is actually not running right now. Hold on, let me get this fired up. Okay, Linux, yeah, super nice. Maxologies, what I did for a previous app was to create a button on the actual app that automatically creates a screenshot and shows a form for the user to fill out. Wait, what do you mean? All right, so I just logged in. So here's our account. So the error that he's talking about, here it is right here. So here it is. It's in connected accounts. So as you guys can see from this here, I can connect my YouTube account locally, right? And this is because when you're setting up the YouTube API, you actually are able to set up and configure accounts that are associated with test emails, okay? But the thing is until that's actually released and is ready for production, I have to do a couple things, which is what we're gonna do today. It's on the list to learn what's actually needed. Aperium, how's it going? What's up? So we're gonna fix this now just to make it so that, they can't actually click that. Same thing for Facebook. If the node EMV equals production, then it shouldn't allow them to connect. Okay, so that's good. That one, we'll test that, but that should be fixed pretty easily there. All right. Also, guys, something cool that I just started doing. So there's this place, right? And it's I don't even know, I forget the name of it, but it's like a cold plunge place. So if you guys are familiar with doing cold plunges are essentially where you get into a tub that is about 40 degrees and it's freezing cold, and you just do a cold plunge, right? I'm sure everybody's familiar with it, but I just started doing them because, I get asked a lot about burnout and how I'm able to keep going and keep working. And guys, I'm going to be honest. Hey, it's tough to show up every day and work hard every day, right? And I think that you need to figure out ways around it so that you can keep going and that you don't stop and that you don't take breaks. And one of the ways that I'm able to do that is to keep my mind fresh and to do cold plunges. Okay, so here's another bug. So let's see. This is from another one from Code with Abdul. So he said on mobile, when the sheet acting as the sidebar is open, the message input box is incorrectly rendered on top of the sidebar instead of in place. Yeah. Amazing. All right, Code with Abdul, off to a strong start here. I did 2 minutes this morning in 40 degrees, and yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, 2 minutes in 40 degrees. All right. All right, this song's fire. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Sebastian said left the project sharing early last night. Will we do them again every week? Yep, so we're going to start doing the project sharing every Sunday. After Sunday's streams, we're going to start doing them every week. So if you guys liked that last night, prepare for more. Okay, wow, so another one from Code with Abdul. He's really, he's taking this serious. So let's see what he said. So he said, on mobile, the X icon for removing the attached file is cropped and appears inside the file preview instead of being clearly positioned on top. Oh yeah, you guys see that? So the X here is like not positioned correctly. All right, and he's getting the double points for the prompt, and each of these are going to be worth 1. Okay. So I'm now going to drop in a screenshot. Yeah. Yeah, Code with Abdul is off to a strong start. Jose said, man, I don't know what people mean when burning out. I work like 10 plus hours every day on my project, but I don't burn out because my vision is so big. I can't stop working when I stop. I just want to hop back on and work. Yeah, that's a good mindset to have. Yeah, I think that XLI said I'm at church during that time. It's usually at like XLI, it's at, I don't know, maybe like 1. We'll change it up. I had an event that I had to go to yesterday, so that's why I had to jump off. We can do it another time this upcoming week. All right, we're gonna move back to sitting here. I like the multiple, you know, the sitting, standing. Samuel with Code, what's up? Help, I'm in CA. I'm using Codex, GPT-5 High Codex. Okay, so we have more errors. Another one from Code with Abdul. Yes, nice. Fire. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. And there is a Discord link pinned in the chat. As you guys know, we are doing the hackathon. This is just another way that our community is growing and is one of the honestly probably one of the best vibe coding communities on YouTube. Okay, so when attempting to create an agent in the agent builder, the submission fails with a server error. The error originates from the backend API and is serviced as request failed with status code 500. The issue blocks agent creation, disrupts workflow, and presents a red error message in the UI. The bug is likely caused by a backend. Okay. Okay, so let's see if he's right. Is agent building down? Test. Save. 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 Creating the agent works for me. Is anybody else having an issue with creating the agent? Or maybe I can check Sentry. I think I did see that log come through earlier. Let me check Sentry real quick. And see, because I did see him ping, I did see that error, so maybe we can check out what caused that. Save agent steps. Okay. Black Diamond, what's up? I'm just trying to see. Okay, so that did work for me. So I don't know with Code with Abdul if he's in chat or not. Let's see the picture that he used here. So he had a plan, a title, and a description. The screenshots really are good. Again, shout out to J35 for getting this set up because this is great. Okay, so here's the screenshot that he provided. Let's actually just recreate exactly what he did, okay? So he did a plan, a title, and a description, okay? So let's do exactly that. Let's do a plan, title, and a description. And then we'll just do test, 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 test. That worked as well. So I think, oh shoot, okay, that's fine. Maybe the reason that that didn't work is because plan, title, description. I have a feeling that maybe it's possible that he just didn't enter a description. No, because it literally won't let you create. Yeah, I'm not sure here. Huh. Yeah, Code with Abdul. If Code It with Abdul's in chat, I may need some better logic here. Maybe I can find his the logs. All right, hold on. Let me open Cursor. And as you guys know, I actually use Cursor a lot for my AWS stuff. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up Cursor here. I'm gonna go to open a new folder, and I'm gonna go to ViewCreator here. We're gonna open ViewCreator, and then in ViewCreator, we're gonna figure out what's going on. Okay. Yeah, W Abdul. Access AWS using the AWS CLI. Zuhaib, what's good? And figure out, well, I can use the logs where this 500 error is in the logs that Abdul reported and diagnose why the error occurred. So we're going to use, this happened in the ViewCreator prod API. So we're going to use this. We're going to use Sonnet 4.5 to do this. So let's now drop this in. And you guys can't see this because it is going to reveal sensitive stuff. But we should be able to see what actually went wrong here. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Community's been growing like crazy. Yesterday, for example, we like pumped, I think it was like over 100 subs yesterday. So it's just insane. That growth is nuts. And let me check the Discord and see if we have anybody else that I can give a shout out to that's joined the Discord. Let's see here. All right, big shout out to Chino, H1, and Pag. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in and joining the community. Arig asked, which tutorial taught you vibe coding? No tutorial. It was blood, sweat, and tears that taught me vibe coding. But that's a goal of mine. Is now I want to help other people learn how to vibe code. That's what the whole purpose of. I guess you can't see it on this, and switch the view a little bit. Vibe Academy, one of our projects right here. Vibe Academy is coming soon, so. Okay, so I did find his error now in the logs. So in the logs, And this is incredible. So if you guys didn't know this, you can use Cursor if you set up a profile using the AWS CLI on your computer with specific roles. You can use Cursor to be able to diagnose errors in your cloud infrastructure. Super Code Monkey, what's up, man? Yeah, good to see you. No, I didn't follow any YouTube channels. Zuhaib. Yeah, we got upgrades around here, Zuhaib. Yeah, we got I call it the Room Central, the Room View. This is the new office. Hope you guys like it. FBI cam, W. W's in the chat for the FBI cam. Also, guys, let me see here. So as you guys know, we're going to be going for 4.5 hours today. I see we've got 57 people watching and only 16 likes. Come on, guys. Let's run it up, all right? Let's run it up. Let's get to at least 40, all right? We got to get to at least 40. Hackintosh? Source light, yeah, I've got a Hackintosh. All right. Associated with this bug and diagnose it and create a plan to fix it. What's up, Overkill? CIA cam. When's my birthday? I'm not gonna get on my birthday. I'm 23. Okay, next bug, code with Abdul again. When navigating to the agent builder, there is no visible way to return to the dashboard. No sidebar, back button, or navigation menu is available. This traps the user on the builder page. Man, code with Abdul is pretty cracked. All right. When will you do a home tour? Elcioso, what's up? Probably not going to give a home tour. A 10K subs. It is crazy that we will hit 10K. It's insane. All right, in the account settings, when a user signs up using a Google or email account, the account name displays as pending profile setup and members shows NA. The expected behavior is for the name to automatically populate using the user's Google profile name or the name entered during email sign up and the member. Okay, so that's actually one thing I want to review is let's pull up the code, and I want to make sure I'm like not really a fan of even including first names in data anymore, really. Hold on here. So let's pull this up and let's see in the entities. Let's see what's going on. Hypertech, we are doing the hackathon, and right now we are solving bugs that people have reported in ViewCreator. So what I want to do is I want to go to our entities here. So source entities, and I want to see in the user entity, is there, okay, so there still is a first name and last name. What are you guys' thoughts on even including first name and last name? Like, I don't even think you really need first names and last names unless you want to do like email, like really strong email campaigns and stuff. Somebody chat, Skaruthon, sorry, your username is hard to pronounce, but he said, hey, your streams are promoting productivity, which is really amazing. And what do you think about vibe coding while being new in the coding journey? Will we be able to solve complex problems and learn? Yeah, 100%. I think that vibe coding is changing everything. It is the future. I actually talked to a developer yesterday, and it's just interesting that some people there, it's not, like, I feel like when you know things are about to change is when people are very skeptical. And I think when people are skeptical of things, it's actually a good thing. It's a very good thing. Oh yeah, J35 said every day is my birthday because I get reborn and stronger and more motivated. Super Code Monkey, state management. Yeah, so state management, you can use stuff like Redux, context management, like context API with React. Those are the two main ones that I use, is Redux and the context API. Okay, so I don't know. What do you guys want to do this with this for first names here? Linux said, vibing and bug busting on a great day. And yeah, everyone out there, it's now time. The AI coding, it's now, just do it. Yeah, facts. Well said, Linux. This error in depth. What are your thoughts on this? Should we... When should... Like, first and last names, like, why would you need somebody's first and last name? You don't need somebody's first and last name, really. Yeah, this feels a little bit redundant. All right, and then here's the... Yeah. Yeah, I just don't even really want to show that. And so I'm going to say... Alright, so here's his screenshot. Right here. Alright, Code with Abdul, another one. Alright, all bugs have been reported by Code with Abdul. So if you guys have not submitted any bugs, right now Code with Abdul, he's got quite a nice lead here. But remember, there's first, second, and third place prizes, so... Alright, perfect. Alright, so that catches us up. That's all bugs. I do... So 1.5, 1.5. So he got 1 point, and I'm going to give him an extra half point for the prompts that he's given. Or 5. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this one right here. Okay. All right, so Code with Abdul got 1.5 points. Okay, so chat. Sourcelet said, I also have a Hackintosh. I don't use it that much. I prefer Windows, but what parts are you running on it? I don't know. Maxology said, if you want formal countries in the future, then both last and first name is needed. Yusuf, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, 6-7. 6-7, guys. All right, cool. J35, I'm not done with the dashboard. I was working this morning and wasn't able to get to it. So for now, I'll probably just manage it with SQL scripts. All right, so that's that. All right, so next thing, if you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Let me check the Discord, see if we have any new members to welcome. Shout out to KM Bruce. Azo, we spend about $1,000 a month. Okay, so let's actually move this up. So we just did 8 bugs, okay? So I want to show you guys the whiteboard. So, as you know, one of the goals today is to get 20 bugs done. So, solve 20 bugs. So this is, we just did 8, all from Code with Abdul. So we just did 8. So shout out to Code with Abdul. All right. I don't even know what you mean by Hackintosh, to be honest. All right. Declipse said I submitted a bug, but it didn't appear. Can one of the mods check that out? Oops. Oh no, I got the bug. It's right here. Okay. Yeah, J35 says workflow won't fail. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, source light. No, so I have Windows. Here, wait. This is my setup. So I have a Windows. This is a Windows running here. This is an Omen running Windows. And then I have my Macs here on the right. Okay, so something that we're going to need to do, guys, is we have to knock these goals out, okay? So let's take a look back at the goal board, okay? Let's take a look at the goal board. So we're working on this one, but these are really important. We need to get these knocked out, okay? So we need to post the ViewCreator video that I made on the ViewCreator YouTube, and then we have to post 5 Hootsuite shorts for BridgeMind, and then 5 Hootsuite shorts for BC. So we're going to do some marketing here. I'm going to show you guys how this works. So I do have a video. Let me find it here. The video in question, if I go to the ViewCreator marketing here, we can go to and find, is this one right here. So this is the video that I made, okay? Stop wasting your time and money creating YouTube thumbnails that don't drive clicks. Let me show you a tool on ViewCreator.ai that allows you to easily create YouTube thumbnails. Hold on, there's like conflicting music here. Let me pause the music real quick. All right, so watch this. So this is the marketing video I made, okay, guys? So using AI. So as the creator of ViewCreator.ai, I created this because I was seeing a lot of success on the BridgeMind YouTube channel, which now, yeah, I think you could use Atlas to test it. 5,900 subscribers in 90 days. It's gone from 856 to this level here. And one way that I've done that is by building AI workflows into my content generation process. And what ViewCreator is all right, so what we need to do, we're gonna download this. And brands to be able to create content using AI. And there's over 400 creators shipping daily. And one thing that I want to go into now is I want to show you how to use this tool because it's super simple. So okay, so this is what we're going to publish, and all we have to do to actually hook this up is we can now go to Hootsuite, okay? And Hootsuite is the tool that we're using to be able to manage all of our social medias from one place, okay? So on Hootsuite, I can go here, I can go to the dashboard, and what you guys are going to see is we can now manage all this stuff from one place. So I can go over to Create, and I can go to Post, and I can go and I can select the ViewCreator.ai Let's do the Twitter. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ViewCreator here. And what's really nice is that on ViewCreator, you can use one of the YouTube tools, the transcript generator. So this transcript generator is really helpful to create transcripts. So all I need to do is upload it there. And that's going to create a transcript of my video. And then using that transcript, I'll be able to do quite a lot. It's a 6-minute video, so that job should take a couple, probably like a minute or so. It's processing already. We'll see. Okay. Also, let's go to, okay, so that came back. So download, I'm going to include timestamps, and then I'm going to go over to ViewSpark. And can I do TXTs in ViewSpark? Oh, I can't do TXTs. Dang, okay. That's something we're going to need to look at. It'd be nice to do TXTs there. All right, that's fine. Create an X post for this video that I'm posting on X. Make it hook, have a hook and be trendy. I don't know. Let's just test that. Ah, okay. Okay, so we have some limitations. Let's go over to Opus, and then also I want to launch Claude. Okay. This is the transcript of the video that I'm about to upload on X. Write a short, hooky X post for this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now we can go over to Hootsuite and paste this in. Okay, now upload from your computer. Upload this video. And then we're also going to upload this to YouTube. Cool. Now I need you to write the YouTube title as well as the YouTube description and include chapters. Is chat like frozen for me or something, or what's going on? What's good, chat? You guys alive? You guys have a heartbeat? Oh, 2 minutes and 20 seconds? Oh, shoot, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, that sucks. Alright, looks like we're just going to have to do a YouTube video. Invalid file type. Oh. The description should have chapters, and make sure that you include the link to ViewCreator.ai, www.viewcreator.ai. Do not include emojis. No, do not include emojis. All right, we're gonna have to do push-ups. All right, Linux said we're gonna have to do push-ups to wake everybody up. All right, you guys know what that means. Let's do some push-ups, guys. Who's ready? Open up the window. All right. You know what's crazy is that I've been doing push-ups on the streams, and I'm not kidding. Like, my push-ups have gone from, I started, I think, doing maybe like 35 at a time, And now I can do 55 push-ups at once. And it's just from doing push-ups on stream for the past couple weeks. So if you guys want to join me, we're gonna get some energy back. Let's go. I'm gonna give you guys like 20 more seconds to get ready. All right, we're gonna create the description. All right, let's go, guys. I'm gonna pump out 50 of them. So let's go. Go. Drop the 50 bomb. 50 bomb. Get some dumbbells. Jose's in class. All right. I'll give you guys the FBI cam for a bit so I can get this. Yeah, good pump. Okay. Okay, that looks fine. And then what even is this? It's how to, I guess. YouTube. YouTube thumbnails. YouTube. Sonny said he did 42. Let's go. Let's go, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna make this public right now. Or I think actually that's not even a best practice. I think you're supposed to schedule. Can you do premieres on this though? I don't think you can do premieres. Jeez, this software is glitchy. All right, we'll do it for 130. That's fine. Failed to publish. All right, nice job, Hootsuite. Abdul, is this the one and only Code with Abdul? We already solved all your bugs, dude. You're in the lead. If that's Code with Abdul. Oh, did I even create the right? Did I even post it to the right YouTube? Oh, I was trying to post to the wrong one. Phew. Okay. All right, we'll just publish it now. Upload complete. Publish. Yeah, good on you, Code with Abdul. Let's go. Thank you. All right, let's close. And then now we can go to YouTube, and we can just make sure that that's actually deployed, or I guess posted. All right. Let's see. All right, so this is processing. Okay, so that's now posted. We do need to create a thumbnail for it though. So let's just do a screenshot here of the ViewCreator logo. And let's put that there. And then let's actually go to ViewCreator and open up the thumbnail generator. And then we'll drop this in ViewCreator. And then we'll just drop in like the thumbnails here. I mean, that's the thumbnail. It's not terrible, but I think we do need a better thumbnail. Create the thumbnail for this video with the ViewCreator logo big in the top left corner on a simple background with the bold text. And use the screenshot of the thumbnails generated to showcase the tool. And sometimes it does depend on the prompt, you know, so that may be a hit or miss. We'll see. Yeah, we're cooking. That's crazy. It literally got my face out of the original thumbnail. I mean, that's crazy. Let's just use that one. It doesn't, I think my face was too small on it, but good enough. Thumbnail today for today's stream is funny. I may need to switch that. It's kind of cringe. That's fine. Okay, so that's now posted. So let's mark this off of the to-do list of today's goals. Post ViewCreator video, that's now done. Cross that out. So now we need to do 5 shorts to BridgeMind and to ViewCreator now. So now we've got to go to Opus, and we're going to upload this here. So we're going to create these shorts. Okay. Because we've got to start, you know, allocating some time towards marketing. Mohammed, how's it going? I'm doing good. Let's check if there's been any more bugs reported. Let's see here. So I can go to the bug report. Looks like there is another one. Oh wait, that's the same one. All right. Okay, I'm gonna say create marketing clips sponsoring ViewCreator. Okay. And then usually 30 to 59 seconds is good. That's what I found have the best engagement. All right, so that's gonna be ready here soon. And then let's go to my video for BridgeMind today and drop this one in. So what we can do is we can go to BridgeMind, and all we have to do is find the video from earlier, or was it? Is this one here? How to vibe code and deploy a Next.js project to Vercel. This was the video from this morning. Drop that in. All right. Create the most action-packed clips. That hook the viewer. All right, cool. Hey, NS, what's up? NS, I just remembered I saw your text. Let me answer. All right, I just sent you a text, NS. How's NS doing, by the way? NS, may need to jump on a Discord call. All right. So we need to start really posting, and how Hootsuite works is Hootsuite works by, you can connect all these different accounts, okay? So when you connect all your accounts, we have a Hootsuite plan where we're able to connect unlimited accounts, okay? So with unlimited accounts, you can then post and schedule posts like every day, okay? NS, chill. Salham, what's up? How's it going? He said, I just saw your new Vibe Academy. Can't wait for the upcoming vids. Please make them longer. We can't wait so long in the AI era. Why Vercel, not Railway for hosting? Vercel I like because, you know, Railway is definitely an option, but Vercel I like better just because, I mean, Vercel is, you know, the people that created Next. So Vercel is a great option. They've got a lot of, their builds can be really, really fast. So I just chose them. There wasn't really like I wouldn't say, oh, don't use Railway because of XYZ. I've used Railway for like backends and stuff, but not front ends. So the reason I used Vercel for that was because I have experience with it. So these are rendering here, and then what we'll do is we'll schedule these posts out. So we're just doing some marketing right now. Morphus asked, what are you working on today? So we're solving bugs. You guys can see, maybe if I move this up a little bit. So here are our goals. So we have a couple already crossed out. Some of them are coding related, some of them are marketing related. But we're just knocking them out. We're doing some marketing here for a bit. Hope that you guys are doing good. Oh, they acquired Next. But if you guys haven't already liked, subscribed, and joined the Discord, make sure you do so. All right, this one's almost done. So something that I need to do is, as you guys know, we have this internal UGC, and I need to start making posts on this. So we have a ViewCreator.channel and ViewCreator.marketing. And what I need to figure out is, hey, how is the content going to look for both those channels? Because you can't just like create bot accounts and just bot, right? Like the purpose of doing internal UGC is you create different forms of content for those different channels. So on ViewCreator.channel, like maybe it would be, I don't even know. I'm still thinking on it, but we need to start posting on these accounts because we haven't really posted a ton on them yet. So that's one thing that I'm definitely considering. We got to do that here soon. Okay. All right, this one's now done. Stop wasting your time and money creating YouTube thumbnails that don't thrive. These are pretty good. Let me show you a tool on ViewCreator.ai that allows you to easily create YouTube thumbnails in seconds using AI. That's so fire. Oh my gosh. That was a fire script. That wasn't even a script. I was just kind of freeballing it. I'm a, I can riff. Or riff. I can riff. Alright, so I can download this. And then I can go over to Hootsuite, and I'll do ViewCreator.ai, ViewCreator AI Twitter, and then Facebook. And then, oh man, I can't do TikTok yet. Okay. And then I can just do this. Yeah, XLI. Alright, try for free. I feel like that's way too many hashtags. That's fine. Okay, Abdul said you could try one account for YouTube and TikTok hooks, and the marketing account X features and Instagram hooks. Okay, what do you mean? You could try one account for YouTube and TikTok hooks, and the marketing account X features and Instagram hooks. Yeah, but they all have those accounts. Oh, wait. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit better. Okay. Post now. Let's go. All right. So we also need to post on YouTube. So go to YouTube. Amr Jock, how's it going? Slim said they say Vercel is good for the front end. They don't excel well in back end, and I assume your back end will be a bit heavy. Plus, rail range doesn't change your code. Just asking, not judging. I am new to this. Yeah. So I'm not using Vercel for the back end. Vercel is going to be just for the front end. I'm not using, and none of my back end related stuff is going to be in Vercel. It's going to be Supabase. So, like, do you get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to use that for, oh, wow. Isn't that insane, guys? The YouTube channel grew 590%. That's insane. 590%. Oh my gosh. That's actually badass. Thank you guys for the support. It means the world. Wow, that's insane. 590%? Wow. I didn't even know it was that much. All right, so there's one. So let's do the next one. We're going to schedule these out. But yeah, this is what marketing looks like, guys. Yeah, I use AWS for ViewCreator. Abdul said, have you ever tried using Convex in projects for backend? I have not. I've not used Convex. Yeah, we vibing. Let's go, Linux. Solheim said, I am talking about the hosting, not the tech stack, or Supabase will not be on Vercel. Yeah, so Supabase is its own thing. Yeah. Okay. So Holmes said, I am trying instant DB these days. What do you think about this DB if you know it? I'm not familiar with that. Danny said Supabase and Vercel have invested in making their tooling available to the vibe coding community as it's low, no code, and easy to get started with, plus MCPs. Supabase has a solid free plan. If you're wanting to manage a managed backend service, I'd start there. Yeah, well said by Danny. Yeah, it's WDAN for you. All right, Imperium. I'll review off stream. Thanks, Imperium. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Danny says Supabase is a PostgreSQL development platform that provides an integrated backend with features like authentication, instant APIs, real-time subscription, storage, and edge functions. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going to be used for Vibe Academy. All right, so that's 2. So we just have three more. Hope everybody's locked in today. No, I'm locked in right now. Working. All right, schedule 4. And we'll see. I mean, some of these will get thousands of views, you know, so we'll just have to see how it plays out. But I think that content is king to some extent. I mean, you're gonna have to, you know, make content. And you're gonna have to publish it every day and be consistent. You know, I think that's how you market, especially for a product like this one. All right, I'm gonna review this bug real quick from Imperium. Still don't have anything. Yeah. All right, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Right back. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm back. Yeah, so that's how it works. NS said he's locked in. Cams, what's up? Mr. Know-It-All, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, Cams. Yeah, Hootsuite, I think it's a helpful tool, though. But yeah, I mean, they're just using an API. What is Hootsuite's annual revenue? Yeah, definitely Next.js and Supabase is good. You see this, Cams? 350 mil. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Shows how big the market is. Also the growth on it, look. 150 to 350. It's insane. COVID really did change a lot, you know? All right, so 2 more on this, and then we'll be done with marketing for ViewCreator. And then we're gonna have to do BridgeMind as well, but we'll take a break from marketing after once we get this last one done for the VC side. Then we'll do some coding for a bit. But like I said, I mean, I think that as you get further along in development, marketing becomes just as, if not more important than building the actual product. I wonder how these will do. It'll be interesting tomorrow to see how these shorts all do. Vibe Cuts said, is this your app, yes or no? We're using Hootsuite right now to actually publish stuff related to our app. I mean, what if one of these blows up? What if one of them gets like 40,000 views, I've seen stuff on, just like on TikTok and whatnot, where people talk about, they've got like their MRR chart, and they're like, this is the effects of one viral video. It is interesting. You get one thing viral like this, I think it does pretty well. Mr. Know-It-All said, what is your distribution process? How do you discern yourself from the competition in the world of TikTok and brain rot? So I mean, we're figuring that out right now. I was actually talking to a good friend of mine, and we were talking about it. And, I think that you just have to start posting and start taking that step forward, and you'll figure out what works over time, And right now we're taking that next step. We're just going to be consistent. We're going to post 5, maybe like one thing of content per day, along with, like 5 shorts, 5 to 10 shorts, schedule them, post them. I mean, today is 6-7, guys. I don't even know what number 67 is, but I've heard, yeah. Yeah, so Cams, that's exactly like spot on. So with ViewCreator is going to end up becoming a competitor of Hootsuite. It's just that, it does take time to integrate with those APIs and actually get it so that you can get unlimited connections, So, ViewCreator is a long-term project, guys, but you can definitely see it does have a lot of potential for sure. I mean, Hootsuite's making $350 million, so I'm excited to get into the market. Wait, what? That was this one, right? Or did I not download it yet? Didn't download it. Cancel. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. We are grinding right now. We got some goals behind us. I'll go over them in a second. We're about to transition here over to some vibe coding, but we got to do a little bit of the marketing portion for a bit here. Almost done. And all it is, you just have to integrate, you know, some time into your day to do the marketing, and it's not that bad. Like, all right, just set aside some time, and it'll be good. All right, schedule. Nice. Okay, cool. So let's go back up, and now this is, oh shoot, I scheduled on freaking BridgeMind, didn't I? All right, how do I switch that? Hold up, where is that? Does this calendar literally only go to like 7? Oh my gosh, okay. All right, hold on. All right, hold on here. I'm gonna move the chair. So this is, I guess we have to fix this little issue that we just created. Hold on. Okay. You can change the layout on top right, I think. Oh. Here. Oh, yeah, nice. Huh. Interesting. All right. So this now done. All right, so we got plenty of stuff left to do. All right, I'm gonna go for a walk outside, guys. I just need to get my head clear before we start solving some stuff, and I want to look at Imperium's bug offline as well. So I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna go for like a 15-minute walk outside, just get some fresh air, and then I'll be back. You guys can hang out, vibe. I'll leave the music on. What's up, Chad? I'm back. All right. All right, hold up. All right, let's get it, guys. I've got more bug reports from you guys. Sorry, I was just eating lunch. We're back. Let me get this out of here. So we're going to be going for another 2.5 hours, guys. I just had to eat lunch so we could lock back in. All right. Let's get it, guys. All right, so we did get a couple more bug reports that I'm going to go over. So in ViewCreator here, so the agentic functionality here, there's a couple things in the UI that we need to take a look at. I was just talking to NS, and NS was sharing some things on the UI, so appreciate it, NS. But let me do a couple things on my end, because there actually are a couple things that we're going to have to do. All right. Review the ViewCreator API and create a new guard related to email verification. Create a new email verified guard where I can guard routes based on whether or not the user is verified. Thanks, Ray. All right. Sebastian said, we'll make some content for my affiliate tool, then I will come back. Have we done some push-ups today? Yeah, I did 50 earlier. I just ate, so I'm gonna let the food digest. But if you guys want to do push-ups, Jose said I'm down for some push-ups. Just got home. Yes, Appearum, I did see your bug, so I'm gonna get to that bug. And yeah, I'm actually working on it right now. But yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, from my perspective on it, is definitely a good catch. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. And then, you know, there are things that I have in place where if there are vulnerabilities, you know, on the API level, you know, I do have protections in place so that if, you know, something gets exposed or somebody does find a vulnerability, you know, they can't run up a massive, you know, a massive bill, if that makes sense. Like, it's going to get stopped once my account runs out of credits. So if somebody did find that vulnerability and they were able to abuse it, they can only get, you know, X, there's a limit to the amount of money that they'd be able to charge, right, to exploit. And I think that that's a good strategy when you're early on in the process. So, all right, so we have this one working. So shout out to Appearum. Thank you for that. That was a good one. Sebastian, you're doing a quick 50. Yeah, I just ate, so I'm gonna hold off on the push-ups. I'm gonna let the food digest, and we'll do some later. But we're gonna be going for another 2 hours and 20 minutes, guys. So we're just getting started today. Just getting started. All right. All right. So there's a lot of errors associated with the email not being verified and still being able to access certain parts of the application. And yeah, the email verification problem is valid. Yeah, so we're gonna have to take a look at that. You know, you know, it is sensitive, right? It is sensitive, you know, but I'm not super worried about it, because we'll just patch it real quick right now. Speaking of which, let's actually run an npm run build. Hey, let's go, Jose. Jose, he just cranked 50. Let's go. Yeah, no, that's crazy because, yeah, when we started doing push-ups on stream, I was doing 35. And now I can do 55, which is crazy. Okay, so I'm going to create a plan first on the updates. Danny said next workflow to test is this one. It's a Claude Flow workflow. Let me check this out, Dan. Claude Flow. Hold on, let me pull this up on my other computer. All right, let me pull this up on chat. All right, so Claude Flow, the leading agent orchestration program for Claude. Deploy intelligent multi-agent swarms, coordinate autonomous workflows, and build conversational AI systems. Features enterprise-grade architecture, distributed swarm intelligence, RAG integration, and native Claude Code support via MCP protocol. Ranked #1 in agent-based workflows. Wow. Okay. All right, so the build finished cleanly. I'll have to check this out, Danny. Danny said that he and his brother have been testing Claude Flow, and it's really powerful. Get more out of the Claude plan. This is just the ChatGPT Pro plan. Alright, so we're going to add an email verified guard alongside existing guards for high volume feature areas, agents and agent runs, campaigns, credits, media, playground, ViewSpark. Alright, so anything related to AI usage like image gen, FAL, Playground, Spark, OpenAI, agents needs to be verification guarded. Alright. Okay, let's check bugs. Okay, so here's 2 more bugs. So this is from Bad R123. Minor UI bug in the playground. 1163 by 818 screens in the playground features. Okay, so let's check it out. So here is his screenshot. Ah, yes, nice. Yeah, I like that. All right. All right, another one, another minor UI. The earn and campaign doesn't appear on the sidebar for big screens. As you can see in my screenshot, big screen next to small screen. Actually, we removed the, we want to remove this now. Oh, interesting. So that's actually very interesting because we want to remove that. We're not going to launch with that. So we want to remove that in general. So that's actually really helpful. For some reason, it's still showing up. Review this in depth. Remember that I don't even want the earn and campaign links to appear in the sidebar, so I don't know why this is appearing. See you, right? Yeah, 2 dots. Once you're on the pro limit for OpenAI, you know, you're pretty much set. I've never hit on the $200 plan. I've never hit a limit. Okay. Whoever is bad R123 really like the bugs that you're presenting. So here's another one. So yeah, so this bug is perfect. So he said, when I try to generate more than one playground image, it shows me an error since for non-premium account, a generation is every 24 hours, but it needs to display that to the user instead of error. So maybe you can update or encourage him to do that, but an error message is vague. Yeah, so that's good because, yeah, that is too vague. It should show the entitlements modal. And the entitlements modal, if you guys are familiar, you've probably seen it before if you've been testing ViewCreator, and that's what happens when, if you reach a feature usage limit, it pops up. The entitlements modal when usage limits are reached. Review how the other tools like the YouTube thumbnail generator page do this, and then update the playground. All right, perfect. All right. Hackathon is live right now, Rex. Okay, one here from Akshay. Akshay, I'm already handling that one. Okay. Thanks, White Army. Yeah, I think so. I think if we just keep doing what we're doing, we'll get there. What's up, Enrique? Yeah, Badarella is in chat. Yeah, shout out to Badarella because really appreciate this. You've got some really good ones. I think you're in second place, by the way, for the hackathon now. Leaderboard will be updated tonight, guys. Now that we've built this guard, how could we create some type of guard in the ViewCreator creator UI? Love from India. Let's go. All right, so I think it's okay, that's really interesting. So now anything that needs verification, it's combining. That's nice. That's nice. So what this is doing, and we'll actually pull up the code here, and I'll kind of show you guys what this is doing. So for security and verification, you know, we have these guards, and yeah, I can show this to you guys. So guards are really important in Nest, and if I go to common, there's gonna be a guards directory here, and I can actually show it to you. So email verified guards, sign up enabled guards. So what you can do, where's our JWT guard, by the way? Is it enums? Let me find it. For example, if the user is not verified, there should be some sort of protection in the front end for that, where it redirects them to a place where they are required to verify their email. Overkill, let's go. We global, let's go. J35 said united by borders, connected by vibes. Love it. Oh, divided by borders, connected by vibes. Yeah. All right. So one thing is the JVT auth guard. Where even is it in my project? There's so many JVT auth guards that it's hard to find. Oh, auth? Okay. Okay, so this is literally an auth. Okay. So in auth, so we go to modules, auth, then here's our JWT auth guard. So what this is doing is it's combining that into a singular guard. Use verified guards. So then if I go to one of my controllers here, like let's go to the agents controller, okay? And we're gonna see what this does. So auth verified guards, there's now a verified guard that combines this. And this now, for anything that needs to be verified, it's gonna use both of those guards, which I actually like, since instead of having to use both of those now, if any route needs to be verified, we can just throw this verified guards and it's gonna use both of them. So that's nice. The Gatto, thanks, Linux said, like and sub if you have not yet, folks, it means a lot. We from all over, but we see the future and it's a vibe. Let's go, Linux. W Linux in the chat. The Gatto said, hey, legend, I have been around and watching all the VODs. As always, love the new office and that board behind. Thanks, Gatto. Yeah. No, it's a pretty cool upgrade, isn't it? I mean, you know, I was working downstairs in my office, and this is the office that I used when I was building Bright Choice. And I thought I like the vibes. It's nice to be back where, you know, in a place that, you know, means a lot to me. So, you know, this is actually the computer that I built Bright Choice on. and that's the omen that you see down there. But pretty cool. I'm happy to kind of show you guys, you know, a little bit more than just the typical view, right? In what state do I live? I'm from Indianapolis. All right, is this done yet? Still working. Yeah, the widescreen's nice. Yeah, it lets me have chat. It lets me be able to do multiple things at once. It's pretty cool. I like it. Okay. So this is going to be a big thing to test because this is going to alter a lot. If this is buggy, it's going to be bad. Because now we're going to have to build a flow where, well, we're going to have to build a flow where the email verification is going to be take precedence over any other guard. So we have guards in the application like subscription guard, obviously auth guard. Auth guard, if you're not authenticated, it's just going to kick you out of the app. But then on another level, like there's so many different levels. And actually I want to talk about this because it is a complex piece of functionality I think people should understand, okay? So let's say that you have, like I'm just going to use this over here. So there's auth, like normal auth, okay? Actually, here let's move the screen up a little bit. Hold up, we're moving up, guys. Hold up, here you go here. All right, hold on. The nice thing about this desk is it's a standing desk, so I've had this desk. It's just nice to use it again. Okay. You can add another 50 agents there as well. Okay. So yeah, so I'm going to talk about this and kind of show you guys how it works. So over here, so you have your auth, right? So just normal auth. Where can I what works best? Maybe here. I'm right-handed, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. All right. So I'm just going to do a circle. So you have your normal auth, right? So they have to be logged in. They have to have an account. They have to be logged in, right? That's your first layer. Then your second layer is they have to have a subscription. So this could be free plan, but they have to have some sort of subscription, right? So that's this kind of the second layer. So this is how it exists now. So they have to be authenticated and they have to have a subscription. But something that we missed and that was picked up on in the hackathon is that we currently do not have in place a third and very important thing, which is email verification guard. So email verification guard. So that's what we were missing, and Akshay did find that. So shout out to Akshay or Imperium in the YouTube chat. So that's what we're going to build now. Is we already configured it on the back end, and now what we need to do is we need to set it up in the front end so that this is actually going to take precedence now. So it's going to go auth and email verification. And if they're not, if they have an account, because when you create an account, your email is like you initially create an account, like you signed up, right? But you know, we're gonna have to configure that to where if they don't have their email verified, it's gonna have to redirect them to some sort of flow where they can actually verify their email. It's not gonna let them take any actions if they don't have a verified email. Okay, so that's what we're doing here in one of our chats, and we'll get this deployed as soon as possible here because it's important. J35 or hold on, Corporate Break said, which IDE and vibe coding tool do you use, and don't you ever hit limits? Yeah, so I use Cursor, I use Codex, I use Claude Code. I would say that I use them. I think there's different tools that can be used for different use cases. Okay, so let me prompt this and then we'll talk about it while this is working. So today, now that we built this guard, how can we create the text guard? right, review the ViewCreator Creator UI and create a plan for this. Note that we already have an auth guard and subscription guard, so not sure what the best practice is here, as if they are not authenticated, it redirects them from the app. They have no business being in there, right? So back to my point, if they're not authenticated, they have no business being in the app, right? Just log them out to that. They get redirected to the sign up page. So if you're not authenticated, you go to the sign up page. You know, you're getting kicked out. You're going to, or not sign up. You're going to the sign in page. Sign in. A subscription is different. With a subscription, you've logged in, but you just haven't actually set up your subscription. So that's going to redirect you to a different page. That's going to redirect you to the subscription sub-required page. So that's going to put you to sub-required. And then now we need to figure out here the email verification. J35, I'm dead. Muhammad, please try to make, generate for example, PayPal wallet. I don't use PayPal wallet. Linus, let's go. Linus said that he's implementing auth verification right now for my app. Let's go. We'll work on it together. We're gonna get this figured out together, Linus. Let's go. Pyrium said 403 forbidden. What do you mean? For what? That redirects them from them to the sign in page if they don't have a subscription. They are redirected to subscription required. But now we are introducing an additional layer for email verification. So think deeply on this and create the plan, as I want users to only be able to access the application if they have verified their email. All right, simple. Create a plan. Review the code in depth before creating your plan. Let's go. All right, Imperium Corporate said, remember telling me the vibe coding tool and usage limit in the plan if disclosable. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I use the Cursor Ultra plan. I usually go over my limits on Cursor. Cursor's expensive. I use Codex. Codex is the least expensive. You're going to get the most usage on Codex out of any of the plans that you can choose by far. I think Codex is the best for that. And then for Claude Code, I think it kind of falls in the middle on usage. But yeah. And then I have pretty much max plans on all of them. Imperium said, if user access without valid user identity, then add 403 forbidden to API routes and throw them to sign in. 403 forbidden, yeah. Here, let me, let's actually review what we're currently doing for that. I think Imperium brings up a good point. That's the technical behind it, so we should be throwing a 403 forbidden to API routes. Yeah, because we do, yeah, I think it's a 401 for us. It's a 401. It's a 401, isn't it? The Gato said, with my web app, I redirect to the subscription page. Only public pages and sub pages accessible until they choose a plan. Else it's log out. Nice. If you guys are watching and haven't already joined the Discord, make sure you do so. Let me give a quick shout out to anybody that's new today. Looks like we have, we're up to 597 members. Guys, did you see the prompt I just made? I said, okay. I said, oh wait, where'd it go? No, did I lose it? Oh my gosh, who saw it? Oh, that's why you guys gotta pay attention. If anybody missed it, that was funny. I said, write perfect code or else. Write perfect code or else. That's good. No mistakes. Unfortunate said, what is the difference between Vibe Academy and someone making Vibe coding tutorials on Code Academy or any other established platform? So yeah, so that's a good question. You know, we just started working on Vibe Academy literally like today was when we created the first repo, if you guys saw that video today. But the market for it's huge. I think that the market is going to get insanely big. I think that people that are learning to code, it's going to transition and people are going to be learning how to vibe code. It's going to happen. And we're going to get into that market. So yes, there are other competitors and people out there, but we're going to attack that market. And I think that with what we're doing, it's just going to be another cool project to get off the ground. And as you guys know, we're just making progress every single day. And as long as we keep doing that, one of these things that we do is going to take off. I promise you guys. We're just going to keep working really hard every single day. Yeah, XLI. I mean, that's really the only part of the equation that matters, in my opinion, is just, do you show up, do you work? And an important part of that is that you have to enjoy what you do. Because if you're like straining really hard, it's not gonna end well for you. That's why I've been doing the cold plunges and stuff. I actually ordered one. NMG said, are you using Cursor? Right now I'm using Codex, but I also do use Cursor. And Ricky, I've been, long story, but yeah, basically investment related activities. All right, so I'm excited to test this because this is that verification logic. So there's gonna be a couple things associated with this that we're gonna have to do, but really interested to see how this is gonna work. Because what we'll do is we're gonna test this by signing up for an account and then not verifying the email. And then we're gonna see what happens. Because like I said, you know, the implied logic that we want to happen is we want it to kick it to the email verification page and not let them have access to the app if they're trying to access without a... Imperium said, just sent a docs with UI fixes and bug report. Amazing, Imperium. Thank you. Yeah, the app's live, NMG at ViewCreator.ai. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be back. Hold on. Bigato said, did you know the only thing missing from your goal in the current revenue is simply a comma and a zero? I don't know about that. In 1 0, we got multiple zeros. We'll get there though, guys. You know, we're so early in this journey, and that's the cool part is that, you know, I think that when you separate it from the perspective of, I don't want to be a content creator, I just genuinely want to work on the businesses and I want to share that journey. That's the goal, and I probably will consider not taking any money from sponsors. I've already turned down like a $5,000 deal from a sponsor just because I just don't, that's not what I want this to become. I think that there's a lot of content creators out there that they get that sponsorship money and they just become like an advertisement, right? And that is an option for me now because I have an audience and I have a platform, and I probably just don't want to do it, honestly. Like I probably won't take any money from sponsors going forward, just because I think it's I think it would ruin the mission, you know. I mean, if like Cursor came up to me and they were like, "We'll give you free credits and like 10K a month," I'd be like, "All right," you know, because I love Cursor. But at the same time, then I would have to become like a salesman for Cursor, right? So I don't think that that would be fair, because then it would be like, then I would be. It would just distract me from the overall mission, and the mission is not to become a content creator and make sponsorship money. It's to build businesses and to build in public and actually get one of these to take off. And I think we're going to get that to happen. But yeah, I've turned down some deals, and I'm probably just not interested in any sponsorship. I think it turns you into like an influencer, and I'm probably just not interested in it. Okay, I do want to test this. Imperium said, you believe me or not, I am mentoring 20 students here offline in Bangalore, India. And I am planning to expand it to 100 students and guide them. It feels awesome. Honestly, Imperium, I totally believe you, dude, because, you know, Imperium was actually in our chat yesterday. Okay, wow, so look at this bug here. Woo! What is that, an infinite loop? All right, hold on. Where's the logs for that? Hold on, was that a refresh error or a cache error or something? Let's test that again. But yeah, so Imperium was in our was in the project sharing yesterday, and he actually had some of his students that he mentors showing their projects, and there was a 15-year-old that was it was showing this incredible website, and it just shows a lot about Ethereum, and it shows a lot about you know, some of the people that we have in the community, and it's really exciting. Here's the playlist for NMG. Yeah, vibe coding is magic. Linus said, if you like the product, take the sponsorship. I think there's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've got some thoughts. I'll probably just keep to myself, but. Okay, so let's test this now. So how we're going to test this is we're going to go and launch an incognito tab, okay? And we're going to go to localhost, okay? And we're going to go to start free trial, and we're going to go to free, okay? And what we're going to do is we're just going to enter a bunch of nonsense. And I don't even care. It doesn't even matter. Oh, wait. We do have to log in, though. So it might be smart to not do that. All right, test one. That'll work. Okay, so now when we get to this part, now you X out. And this is the critical part. So, you know, it was just created, right? So now you can click dashboard, and are we going to get redirected to verify email? And we are, but here's an infinite loop up here. You guys see this? So we need to fix this here. Woo! Look at that. All right, X out of that. Jeez. Great work, but there was an infinite loop here on the verify email page that I got redirected to. Identify what's causing this bug and fix it. Sebastian said, yeah, it was a good project sharing call. It was nice to see what people were working on. Some smart people here. Yeah, 100% Sebastian. Have you heard about Droid? Some say better than Cursor for longer coding to not drop the red thread. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Droid. I don't think it's that good. Yeah, it likes the loop there. Also, I need to look at that, what Ethereum sent here. Okay. Hey, I just want to say I give a big shout out to Linux Thing. He's our community manager, and I just genuinely really appreciate him and the things that he does. So thank you, Linux. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's do test 2 now. And what are your guys' thoughts on this? Like Ethereum, obviously Ethereum is a really sharp developer, so maybe he has some thoughts on this as well. So now we got this. Oh, the API isn't running, is it? Wait. What caused this? No verification guard blocked. Oh, email verification guard blocked unverified user. Oh, shoot. Well, that one does, yeah. So that one, the reason that's kicking an error is because that the email verification route is probably using that auth guard and verification guard blended together, so it's not going to send it. I think that you probably put the email verified guard on the email verification controller as well, so it's blocking the request, obviously. So make sure that that one only has the JWT auth guard on it. W Linux, let's go. AP TY said, how much money have you spent on models? I spent about, like, it depends per month, but I would say on average, it's probably about $600 a month right now on AI. But I do think that that's going to be able to come down. You know, as time goes on, it is really interesting. AI probably is going to get cheaper, guys. At least I hope it does. It'll get cheaper for what we're doing today, but it's kind of like, you know, a couple years ago where, for example, I had a couple ChatGPT accounts because it would limit me, right? And like $60 on ChatGPT per month was a lot back then, right? It was like, whoa, you're spending $60 a month on AI? And yeah, it was a lot back then, but now it's so much more capable that now it makes sense to spend $600 a month. So, just kind of interesting. All right, resend. So that was sent successfully. Okay. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Alright, so that works. We did it with the test email though, so let's just, I mean, I'm like 99% sure that email verification works, but let's just do it on this account. So I'm pretty sure, let me just figure out the email that I'm using on this account real quick. Alright, cool. Alright. So I'm going to go into the PG admin. So PG admin is the tool that you can use for managing PG Postgres databases locally. Yeah, Jose. Also, guys, I did say that we were going to do some push-ups. And I'm a man of my word. As you guys know, I had just eaten when you guys were wanting to do them earlier. So, who's ready? Who's trying to do them? You guys got 1 minute to prepare. Got the empty water bottle in the corner. Who's ready? 50? Jose, let's drop a 50 bomb. I'm telling you guys, I'm getting like way stronger. Alright, you guys ready? Alright, 50. Let's go. Yeah, Jose just said getting strong AF vibe coding, yeah. Trust me guys, if we keep doing this, the progress is going to be just absolutely nuts. Let's go back to PG admin though. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to unverify this user. So the user that I'm logged in right now as, I want to see what happens when I unverify them. An issue that I think is going to happen is that the verification logic is in the JWT token. So, you know, if you unverify them, is it going to redirect them once they become unverified? Very interested to see what happens. Or would you have to log out for that to happen? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. And then let me check my email, see this come through here. Yep, got the email. Let's Let's verify. Ooh, invalid code. I got this error even though I entered the correct code. Oh, it sent me two. It sent me 2 emails. Also note that it actually sent me 2 emails. Okay. Sent me 2 emails, so it's an issue. It's gonna be a good week, guys. We're gonna make a lot of progress this week. I'm just gonna show up every single day. Show up every single day. Okay. Yes, Imperium. Yeah. So Imperium just made a really good point. So Imperium said also make sure it not only redirects but also blocks API endpoint when they try to make API calls from the network tab directly. So yes, that's a great point. And you know what we're doing is we have it set up so that if the user is like, we have literally an email verified guard in the API, and that's now on these routes. So if they're at the API level, it's going to be blocked as well. And what Imperium is saying is, hey, make sure it's blocked at the API level as well, not just redirecting them, so that if you get an attack on the API level, it's going to block that. So thank you, Imperium. Yeah, I use a CDN. I'm pretty sure that AWS Amplify automatically has a CDN in front of it, too. I spend about $1,000 a month on the business in general, $600 a month on API tooling, or AI tooling. I use CloudFront for the S3 bucket. Then I use Amplify. All right, hold up. I'm gonna sit down for a little bit. All right, cool. Awesome. So that now works. Run npm run build in the ViewCreator creator UI. Yeah, Jose, I really, I've had this desk for a while. Oh, a walking pad. Yeah. That would be nice. Walking pad. Different room, yeah. This is just a different room. This is like my office I used to use, but yeah. All right, so we're gonna push this code here in a second. So for those of you that are bug hunting, a lot of your bugs are now patched, and this is about to deploy. So let's just do one thing in the API here. CD API test. So let's just run tests, make sure that all tests are passing before we start pushing. All right, looks like build finished cleanly for the creator UI, so that's good to go. So let's now pull this up. Hold up here. All right. So I'm going to deploy to dev first. So all of our dev branches are hooked up with dev environments. And these all have CI/CD pipelines to AWS, okay? Yep, Aperium, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to push these. And then I'm going to take a look at your docs. Okay, perfect. Big shout out to Aperium for finding that bug. That's going to earn the maximum amount of points that you can get. That's a good one. That's why we're doing the hackathon, guys, you know? Appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to pull up GitHub now. All right, go to ViewCreator here. Most important is, honestly, low vulnerability here across all of them, so I'm just going to merge main. Thanks, Pyram. Yeah, you know, you build that knowledge just through doing it, you know? I didn't go to school for it, so I mean, I will never forget building the AWS infrastructure for Bright Choice, just because it was so important, because it had to be HIPAA compliant. So I had to learn so much, and there was a time where I didn't leave my house or anything for a couple days, and it was I just like worked all day, 12 hours a day, and gave it everything I had. All right, perfect. All right, we only... Actually, do we have one more? Yeah, we do have one more, don't we? Okay. Yep. Aperium said, we need to start working instead of just playing and dreaming. Main thing is learn by doing and make hands dirty. 100%. Linux Thing said a ton of progress today. Very good vibes. Let's go, Linux. Abdul, yeah, this is, so Abdul just said, but the Connect YouTube still has issues 400. Yeah, so that's because I haven't yet pushed that code to production, and we're actually doing that right now. So for all the bugs that we've been working on today, I just pushed the updates. So depending on how these go, we can actually watch the biggest thing is gonna be the API here, but also the UI. It's gonna take about over the next 10 minutes, these are all gonna deploy. So just give it a minute and then it'll all update. But yeah, let's check out GitHub Actions. This is the most important, just make sure the API could be a little bit funky, so I just want to confirm on the API level, but we should be good here. Pyram said, yeah, there are some nice UI bugs. Let's fix and push once again. Yep. Yeah, let me grab the docs of Pyram from you sent them on Discord. Pyram, where'd you send those? Wait. Screenshot, description of the bug. Oh, you added it. Okay. Oh, wow. All right, so here's what Aperium sent. All right, nice. Okay. Shout out to J30 to appearing for this. Thank you, J35. VibeCut said, I'm building my own website focused on generating thumbnails and images. That's awesome. Good luck. Jose said, even if you go to school for CS, they not teaching this. I'm a CS student and they don't teach stuff like this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I think that college is... I wouldn't have gone to college. If I had to do it over again, guys, I would not have gone. Alright, let's just start getting these one at a time. Alright, hold up. Okay, so all over the website, I see styling issues with checkboxes. So we dropped that. Even on a free plan, it still shows pricing modal pop-up. Let's diagnose this. Diagnose why this is happening for some users. It's not happening with me, but for some users, it is happening. Hold on, actually. Let's screenshot both these. Some users are experiencing issues where if they are on the free plan, it is still saying unlock ViewCreator Pro and showing the pricing modal pop up. Why is this happening for some users? Review and pinpoint the cause of this bug. As you can see that the user provided a screenshot that they have the free plan, but it's showing the pop-up still. Identify the source of this bug. Also, let's see if this ran. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh wow, that looks terrible. No, yeah, the Xlide, no, you don't have to pay on the free plan. Yeah, there's a bug, there's something going on. Share button not working. Oh, I don't even want there to be a share button. Remove the share button on blog posts. I don't want them to be able to share. Implement Claude for return styles. Identify buttons where this is happening. Make a list. And then update. Yeah, Imperium's going nuts. How much RAM do I have? I've got 96 gigs. 96 gigs. Check out activity monitor here. So we're using only 60 gigs right now. Yeah, only 60 gigs of RAM. The vibes today are immaculate. We're just grinding. I mean, oh man, I love vibe coding. It's amazing. All right, more from Ethereum. All right, so here's another one of those. Which one was that even in? Enhancing button styles. This one here. Oops. All right, shout out to Ethereum. Those are all from Ethereum. Linux Thing says, I have 16 gigs of RAM and having issues. Thankfully, I have a good swap drive, so only restarting when needed and not as big as workload as Bridge, to be sure. Yeah, because also the streaming does take some workload as well. Rear said, hi bro, I'm new. What are you developing now? So I'm working on ViewCreator.ai. So it's live in open beta. You can go try it out for free if you want. But we're working on a couple different projects as well. So glad that you're here. If you guys are new and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Also, if you want to join the Discord community, we have, I think we're getting close. Have we passed 600? We may be past 600 today. Let's check. Let's see. 597. We're 3 members away. So if you guys haven't already joined the Discord, make sure you guys do so. We're only 3 away. Yeah. J35 said, Ethereum, bring in all of your students. Flood us with bug reports, but legit ones. Yeah, we'll call it the Ethereum army. Eclipses, yeah, I'm going to run paid ads at some point. But it's probably going to be after I get a little bit of a better feel for what the marketing is going to look like. Right now, I'm happy with how things are going. And we're just continuing to learn more about marketing. And we're going to start kicking that up. But I just don't want to bleed a bunch of money while we don't have to. Ethereum said, no, they're still learning. They were trying from yesterday, but couldn't find bugs. Let's see how those shorts are doing that we posted. So if you guys remember, we posted all those shorts earlier. So we posted this video. The video's only got 3 views. I mean, this is, and these all have 0. Did I get like shadow banned or something? What's up with that? You guys see that? Hold on. Let me check the TikTok. Oh, shoot. Hold up. Music stopped. There we go. All right, let me check the TikTok real quick. All right, the TikToks are getting views. Yeah, YouTube didn't like us. TikTok's giving us some attention though. All good. We'll figure it out, guys. Okay. So here's another one from BadR123. Also, let's just confirm that all of our deployments up to AWS were successful. I'm going to go here. So here are the workflow runs. So they did succeed. And then in Amplify, just to confirm. Yep, so everything's up to date now in production, except for the bugs that we've been doing for like the past 5 minutes. So you guys can go and test it out again, try to find any more bugs, but everything's up to date now. Yeah, Matrix is stopping me, J35. Yeah, I think so, XLI. It's just that consistency is all it's going to be, right? Okay, so here's another one from BadR123. So here's what he's seeing. Just the UI here sucks. One thing though, when you have like so this one here, this bug report, he said small UI bug, and then you screenshotted it. It would be helpful if you were able to describe it a little bit more. Yeah, I get the Tom Holland thing a lot. Speaking of which, I went to, so you know the cold plunge place, guys? I went to the cold plunge place. I was minding my own business. There was a girl at the front desk, and I'm doing my thing. You guys know me. I'm on my monk mode, right? So I'm being Bridge. Bridge is out in public, trying to get a nice cold plunge in, mind his own business, and this girl at the front desk, I don't know, I was like saying stuff, and she was just laughing, and I was like, I know for a fact I'm not this funny. I'm gonna go do a cold plunge and get out of here. But I had to tell her. I almost did tell her. I was like, hey, listen, I'm on monk mode, all right? I'm just kidding. I have to tell him. I'm gonna start wearing a shirt. The merch is gonna say like monk mode or something. I don't know. The chapter's input is just super huge. All right, so people are having trouble. Yeah. Yeah, J35. Okay, so the good idea J35 merch, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's coming, guys. I mean, I'm working on it, all right? Oh shoot, there's like some guy outside. Hold on. I need to like close the window. You guys ready for CIA cam? Okay, thanks, Bad. I mean, yeah, if you add a prompt to fix it, you'll get extra points. This was a bug report. What do you think they mean by this? Identify and pinpoint what's going on. All right, here's another minor UI problem. What even is the UI problem here? Just the wrapping? Yeah, you got to be a little bit more descriptive. All right, speaking of which, we got to knock out another goal. Don't forget, guys, another goal that we got to get today is we need to do 5 shorts on BridgeMind here. So I think this is the video here. In this video, I'm going to be going over... Whoa, they got tracking in this now? Wait, hold up. Let's pause this because this is actually cool. All right, wait, hold up. Building an initial Next.js project only using AI, so through vibe coding. And what this project is it's going to be a platform where people are able to learn how to vibe code, and people are going to be able to earn certifications related to things related to vibe coding. Oh yeah, Chris Henelson, I remember you. Let's say Claude, Cursor, MCP servers, all sorts of stuff, right? So we're building a platform where people are going to be able to learn how to vibe code. All I had to do, drop in a prompt from BridgeMind.ai. And we're going to build so many businesses that connect to each other. It's insane. Like, we're going to have an insane amount of businesses that all connect. Thanks, Biriam. The icon next to connected accounts. I mean, it's like everything is going to connect to each other, if that makes sense. It's like, I just think that if you continue on a path where you wake up every day and you're making use of your days, it's going to compound. And I'm just excited to see where things are a year from now. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I was like actually kind of telling some people about it. I was like, I was just like, in a year is a long time if you can lock in for that long period of time. You know, you'll be able to accomplish a lot. Thanks, Imperium. Let's go. Shout out to Imperium. Let's go, Linux. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just totally full. I'm all in. I'm all in. Totally all in. So, let's shrink this a little bit. All right, so let's go back to Hootsuite. We just have to knock out 5 of these, so. I think you got to do it. Yeah, we got to start doing more on the marketing, guys. Hey, ViewCreator is now Imperium approved. Let's go. Ariane said, thanks, buddy. If you want any help regarding clouds, you can count on me. Regarding deployment or managing, yeah, definitely join the Discord. We're building, guys. I've got a new name for the Discord. All right, let me know what you guys think. All right, it's gonna be called the BridgeMind Army. Because, and I think, like, if you guys, I know a lot of people weren't able to join the project sharing, but if you're free next Sunday, I would definitely encourage you to join. Because, you know, I think the more that things can transition off of me as a focal point, the better. The more that, you know, we can build an actual community where it's not just about... Like, I don't want this to be all about me, if that makes sense to you guys. Like, I want this to be a community of people. Like, I want to create a community of people that I've found that are, in this niche, right? That, it's like so hard, at least where I'm from, I don't have access to a bunch of people that are interested in this stuff, right? But it's cool because now, I've built BridgeMind up, and now we have a community of people that are all interested in this. And, I think that that's really important for you guys to know, is that, it's like, I really want to build a community, and, I don't want that community to be, that's why it's not called Matthew Miller, right? It's called BridgeMind, because I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about actually building something, that's not, I want to build a community, and you guys are a part of it, right? So I don't know if that made any sense, but just thought. Are you competing with vidIQ? Yeah, ViewCreator competes with vidIQ. We're also going to be competing with Hootsuite in the upcoming year. Once we get the APIs configured, it's going to be pretty good. Music is sitting. Wait, what milestone did Jose hit? Jose, what milestone did you hit? Oh, Sebastian said, just hit 10 free users on my study tool in 3 days. Hey, making small steps, still MVP and trying to make it better every day. I'm so excited. Wow, 10 free users. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. That's huge. Wait, Sebastian, this was the tool that you showed in project sharing yesterday, right? All right, so there's one. So let's do the next one now. And what's going to happen is Claude's just going to go through, and based on this prompt that we dropped in, it's going to create a next.js project for us with the best practices that I implement as a developer into my workflow. So the prompt that I created, I structured it in all right, this is number 2. Yeah, I get the Tom Holland thing a lot. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, join the Discord, make sure you do so. Let's see if we've hit, we hit 600 yet. Let's see, I'm gonna check, I'm gonna take a little peek here. Hey, guys. Guys, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it, but, 600. 600, let's go. 600 in the Discord. CJ35. Jose said he got 30 free users the past week and 1 paid user. Congrats, Jose. Let's go. And we got the push-ups up too, man. Don't forget about that. The Gato said, I am dealing with the YouTube API and had to hack it to bypass the limits. It's very limited. Have you managed to get your APIs ready for YouTube? Yeah, so that's going to be a process. I do have it configured with like test users and stuff. But we're still gonna have to, that's actually on the goal list today, to figure out what are the next steps for that. So any feedback or input that you have on your experience with it would be great. And it'd be nice, like if you guys are DMing me, I always, I usually am able to check my PMs in the Discord a couple times a day. So Jose said, can't forget the push-ups. The amount of progress I've made mentally and physically after tuning into your streams is massive. Let's go, Jose. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's go. So there's number 2 going out. And I probably just need to start setting this time aside in the morning so I don't have to do this on stream. Probably smart to get this knocked out off stream. But it's also good to show it too. Because this is a big part of the process. Yeah, that's fine. 410. XLI said put in a couple bugs. Thank you. Check them out. Yeah, 600 is huge. Oh my gosh. Jose, I'm dead. So Jose said when I slack off, I'm like, nah, BridgeMind wouldn't be slacking like this. Look back in. That's hilarious. Arian said, I am contributing Google Gemma model as cloud associate. I want to work with you because I know since beginning it is better know each other and grow together. Yeah, man, join the Discord. It's cool. I feel like I'm getting to know a lot of you, so it's cool. Especially with the stuff that we're doing with the project sharing. I think that helps a lot in... Oh, we already uploaded that one to YouTube, didn't we? You know, it helps a lot with, like I said, building that community. And I think that the community is probably the most important thing. I started wearing the finance fits, though, again, guys. I'm on the finance grind. Awesome, Chris. Let's go. Sebastian said, all right, gotta go. It's crazy to see how much this community is growing every day already. 6,140 subs is crazy and 600 on Discord members. Congrats. Thanks, Sebastian. I'll see you later, man. Yeah. I mean, that's all it is, right? It's just time, execution, showing up every day. It's a simple math problem. And I think that it's going to be really cool to prove everybody that it is a simple math problem. And that if you just do things for long periods of time, it might just so happen that you may get good at them. All right? You may get good at something that you're pouring a bunch of time into. So if you are consistent and you know, make a habit out of good things, you're going to make a ton of progress in life. But if you give up, you're never going to learn, never going to figure it out. And I think that, you know, it's not even a question for me whether or not I'm going to show up every day, because I am. All right, so this is number 3. We only have 2 left after this, which is nice. This one, we'll send this one out at, what, 6? Yeah, that's fine. All right, the Gato said, cool, I'll be around and share how I managed to practically not reach limits, at least until I have a few hundred or perhaps 1,000 plus users. Let's go, Gato. Yeah, I would love to see you guys on the project sharing event next week. It seemed like it was a big hit this past Sunday, so I'm excited to do that again this upcoming Sunday. Vigato said, as a community, it would be great to create products that do handshakes. For example, I am dealing with everything chat, but not video. What are you doing with video and content making? Makes sense? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I think that our community is going to start to figure out, you know, some things that we can do together to help each other, right? And you know, I think that a community, or if you kind of go back to that analogy of an army, right? Like an army does need a leader, right? You need a leader. And, you know, I think that a leader needs to be somebody that shows up every day and is on the front lines with everybody that's in the battle. So I'll be that guy. I'll show up every day. I'll be on the front lines with y'all. Chris Hendelson said, showing up every day makes a man of words. Yeah. Just the progress that you'll make if you do show up is absolutely incredible. All right, so one more after this, and then we'll reach our goal. And we're actually I'm gonna raise my desk back up, and we're gonna take a look at the goals for today. All right, one more after this one, private, and then we'll do, I think, 720 on this one. All right, perfect. The Gato said, and perhaps other members, we join and provides one great product. Yeah, I'm interested to see what ends up coming of this. Same thing. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed or joined the Discord, make sure you do so. We're now at 602 members on the Discord, so it's incredible. This is fire. What song is this? Hold on, let me turn this up, guys. All right, awesome. Going back up. All right. So, today's goals. Let's mark some things off. This is now done. This is what we just finished. the YouTube Shorts. So this is up. How many did we get? I mean, we're probably at like 15, I think. I'm safe to say 15 on the bugs. We still need to learn what we need to do on the YouTube API. Kevin, how's it going? So let me use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back, and we're going to gear up to finish off some of these last goals. All right, I'm back. Let's go. How long does it take to learn HTML and CSS? Am interested? Well, guess what? In this day and age, you don't even have to learn it. Just start coding, dude. Just start vibe coding and you'll get the hang of it. You don't even need to learn HTML and CSS. Really what I would recommend is learn like frameworks like Next, React, Angular, SPA frameworks, and start vibe coding and building stuff. All right, so let's X out of this marketing stuff. We're now done with marketing for the day, which is great that we got that knocked out. Those are all scheduled to post and stuff. So also, let's do a quick sub check. Looks like we're at 6,159. So if you guys have not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Cool. All right, let's see here. Okay, so... Okay. All right, let's take a look at, let's knock out 5 more bugs. All right, so here's a bug. So the bug here, all right, Code with Abdul. Code with Abdul, that bug has already been solved for the one related to the share button. Cannot drag and drop or upload photo in the AI agent image gen. Okay. Nico, shout out to Nico for this one. All right, there's 2. Oh wait, shoot. This one even finish? Oh wait, why did that one just go to the next one? Oh wait, no, that's still queued. All right, yeah, we're good. I cannot generate. All right, Nico 2028 or 2828, getting some good ones here. T Alien, how's it going? I'm doing good. Chris Hennelston, the vision of the project. Yeah, I can talk about that for a little bit. Let me drop in a couple more of these bugs. Let me get a couple things working, and then I'll kind of engage with chat. But let me get some stuff working real quick. Oh, this is a good one. This is going to be 2 points for Bad R here. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so 3 Codex agents working. Oops. The icon is all messed up. All right, so that's 5. All right, so this is now done. All right. Okay, so chat. So Abdul said, see you tomorrow. The ViewCreator is $1 billion app. I will be using this for marketing copy for my Goalforge project and some social updates. Thank you, Code with Abdul, and thank you for your work. I believe that you are in the lead, followed by it's either Bad R123 and Imperium are going to be close. But shout out to you guys. But yeah, so Chris Henelston asked, share the vision of the project. Yeah, so really, what you guys just saw me a minute ago doing is you guys saw me actually making posts to my different social accounts for marketing, okay? So what you guys saw me doing was I was using Opus Clip, which is an AI tool, and I was using Claude, which is obviously an AI tool, and I was using Hootsuite, which is a social media marketing tool, right? And what the future is going to look like for marketing is in the same way that AI agents are now embedded right here in front of us and we have access to them to be able to do end-to-end work. The same thing is going to happen in marketing. And when the AI generation tools that are for video generators, there's like a graph, okay? And the graph looks like this, okay? Let's go, I'm gonna go right here, okay? Let's say this is the graph. So let's say you have money on this end, and then you have like quality. I'm just gonna do Q for quality over here, okay? So actually, we're gonna do the opposite, okay? We're gonna put money up here, and we're gonna go put quality on the x-axis, okay? The cost for creating this stuff is going down, okay? And the quality of the AI content creation is going up, okay? And what's happening right now is that we're like right here. We're like right here. This is where the chart is right now. Actually, no, my bad. This is where it is. Sorry, I've got the AI TikTok brain now, so yeah, we're like right here. It's super expensive, and the quality isn't that great, okay? But at some point, there is going to be a huge cross point where these cross. When I was a finance major, they called this the equilibrium, okay? And at this point, the quality is going to be good enough and the price is going to be affordable enough so that marketing is going to transition to fully AI. And the platform that's going to win is the platform and the company that's able to figure out how to integrate the AI content generation systems into the API routes for scheduling, so that you have one dashboard and one system where you're able to not only create the content, but you're also able to automate the end-to-end marketing process. And whoever does that is probably going to be a billionaire. So, Zetaman said, stumbled onto your channel earlier today and saw you were live streaming. Love the energy and drive. So you have a new follower. What is this playlist, by the way? It's fire. Well, welcome. Big shout out to Zetaman. Here is the playlist. Appreciate you for subbing. Also, make sure that you join the Discord community because that's what we're all about. We're all about community here. Imperium said, no one can touch ViewCreator. Everything's sorted in both front end and back end. I tested for about 20 minutes now. Let's go, Imperium. Sorry, I almost had the Imperium dance there. Linux said, folks asking about learning coding. One path is use AI to help learn a language called Vibe Learning. As for what to start with, truth is, it doesn't matter. Just do it. Learn one while the rest falls in place. I think that's really well said by Linux. T-Alien said, I'm good. Thank you. Good luck for you, bro. I love your content. Thank you, man. Overkill said, will you jump right into another product after building ViewCreator? Well, so here's the thing, guys, is so with this vision, right, with this vision, one thing that we have to deal with is we are dealing with, and I just realized that you guys can't even see the screen right now. I've got a bunch of agents working with me, sorry. So what we're dealing with is we have a little bit of a waiting game that we're playing right here, okay? We've got a little bit of a waiting game. But what's great is that we're happy that the technology is not here yet because we're gonna get ahead of the curve on it. And, you know, we have other projects that are in the pipeline, and I think that as long as you just continue to make progress on these different things that you're doing, it's going to be a learning experience across everything, right? So like the main mission right now, the main project is 100% ViewCreator, okay? In my mind, that's the billion-dollar idea, okay? That has a tremendous amount of potential, okay? So that's great. We're going to continue to move that forward. But in the meantime, we're also going to work on some additional projects. Like, as you guys know, Vibe Academy, I think, also has potential. BridgeMind.ai has potential, but more so for, like, Vibe Academy. Like, that's more potential related to, like, the audience that I'm going to build up, right? Like, those are going to be tools associated with, like, vibe coding prompt libraries, right? Like, not super, like, that's not, you know, that's not a billion-dollar idea. That's, like, potentially to help us offset some costs and to provide value for the community, right? So then there's Goalpost, and Goalpost is currently deprecated because we're going to relaunch Goalpost this year, guys. We're going to relaunch it, and we're going to brand it with the marketing, the Goal app for doers, or something like that, okay? And we're going to implement the marketing strategies that we've learned over this time. Like, for example, guys, I'm learning how to market all these products. And ViewCreator, at some point, will be a powerful platform. And we'll be able to use ViewCreator to market a ton of different SaaS products. It's going to be like AI agent for marketing. It's going to be insanely badass. So, thanks, Chris. Amiri Baby said, yo, man, I'm back on the grind. I had to travel to see my mom. She's really sick. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Chris said, do you think you need an application for deploying your AI application because cloud platforms charge a lot? If so, I think can I have your perception? Wait. So, Chris, maybe you could help elaborate on that a little bit better. Vibe, that's awesome. Yeah, take care of your mom, Mary. Overkill said, will you sell it if you find a buyer, like if WAP acquired it? Well, right now, my personality type is I do not like to be controlled, okay? I do not like people pushing me around. So I've got a really strong personality type. Like in business settings, it can be a little bit serious. And when it comes to buyers, I'm not interested in, and it's kind of the same perspective that I'm taking with the sponsorships. Like, money means nothing, guys. It's the mission. It's the mission. It is the mission that I'm all about. If I can accomplish this mission and build something truly remarkable using AI, enough said. It's not about the money, it's about the mission. That's why I'm going to say no to all the sponsors. I'm not going to be a sellout like all these other AI influencers. Because I'm not an AI influencer, I'm just... Yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's go, Chris. All right, so these are working. I'm gonna do this, but I'm probably gonna do the API stuff, and I'm gonna do that off stream, just because that's a little bit more sensitive in general, and it's gonna take like some learning on my end. So tomorrow I'll go over it. Yeah, enough said, Overkill. Let's go. All right, so this agent's finishing up. Okay. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Also, let me do a quick check on the Discord. You're at 602 members. Big shout out to King Ahmad, Silence, AR, Psycho Mantis. Thank you for joining, guys. Welcome to the community. All right, so with that said, I wanted to wrap up around 3:30 today, and it is 3:30, so I'm going to knock out these last 2 goals off stream. I just have a couple things I need to do on my end, but I'm going to be working tonight. Hopefully you guys had a super productive day, and like normal, we made progress today, guys. Look at the let's look at the board. Let's see what we accomplished. Let's see what we got here. Here's what we got. So solved 20 bugs, got all deployed. So I'm going to update the hackathon leaderboard tonight, and you guys will be able to see where everybody's at in the rankings. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream for today. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so, and I will see you